So here's what happened. I sent an email out and I asked if the CTO should be a part of designing the product at a technology company. And because I'm talking with a UI UX author this week, Marty Cagan, who says no. So I emailed a couple different CTOs and I asked them what they thought. So we're going to just go through the emails here. We got a response from Heather Wild. And she said, ooh, she's a CTO and co-founder, all right? And she says, absolutely they should. Whoever you're talking to who says otherwise is an idiot. Well, Marty Cagan is not an idiot. He's absolutely brilliant. But it's really kind of like the perspective. Like, because if you're at a small company, Jake, and it's just like, 3 people, right? Yeah. Then the CTO is like probably the main product guy, and there's just like a developer or a designer, sorry, like a graphic designer, and so he's probably very involved. But if you're talking at a company that's like massive, Fortune 500 style company, then the CTO probably isn't that involved, right? All right, let's see. And I haven't pre-read these, so this guy is Ian Bernstein. And he says, I think the CTO is one of those roles that has many different implementations over a wide spectrum. That's a lot of words. Sounds really smart, though. More so than other C-level roles. I don't see why they wouldn't be a part of designing the product. Really, I think everyone in the company should be a part of designing the product in one way or another, if nothing else, as inputs to the project or product manager owner. I love that response. I like that response. That's great. Yeah, because like everyone should feel like they're a part of it and should be a part of it. And like I'm a big fan of when I make the technology, I pass it around and let everybody kind of touch it, right? Harrison says, without a doubt, yes. But my experience is limited to small companies. Maybe something changes when you get really big. Also, nice guerrilla marketing outreach. We'll check out the show. Thank you so much, Harrison. Harrison Hunter. Oh, he's got the alliteration. It's very nice. I like that. I am a big fan of literary devices. Oh, yeah. I am, yeah. Let's see.
I'm a big fan of guerrilla outreach.
Guerrilla outreach, yeah. You got to. You have to. Whoa, this guy, lots of text here. He says, thanks for reaching out. As you may imagine, I am biased on this. I do believe that in most cases, a CTO should be involved in designing the product, but there are cases where it may not make sense. So, most CTOs, let's see, I'm just going to kind of skim through this because this is a lot. We should definitely talk to this guy more. All that being said, all that being said, and I just left it out. Some CTOs and some products simply don't require that level of involvement. Some CTOs are fantastic technologists, but simply don't have the desired skill set or level of opinion on design and may not add value to the design table. I agree with that too, because I mean a lot of, like, let's say you get like a data scientist CTO, right? He's probably not going to even want to be as involved. Some CTOs really, really want to. Right. Yeah, I do. His messaging is really good, though. He goes into some detail. We're going to take those notes for the call. Let's see here. We got a response from Greg. He says, hey, Joel, how you doing? I'm doing great, Greg. You hit one of my sensitive areas, right? Because it depends on what you mean by designing the product. If I'm less interested in the UI UX, although I still like tabs, he likes tabs, Greg likes tabs. If we're talking about the product features and speculative capabilities, then yes, definitely. And that was like kind of bringing the value to the market, making sure that the right product brings value. Yeah, it always has to. If we're talking about less visual things, then definitely, right? Great take on it, because design is so open. The word design is so, it's like, are you talking about the graphics? Are you talking about the concept?
Product design,
yeah.
back-end design.
Yeah, right? Like, what are you exactly talking about? That is true, because as a CTO for a developer, I actually have some preference as to the technologies or a way an API should be written. I'm not going to get in there in the details with my main guys. I'm going to let them own it and do what they want to do. Yeah. But I am going to be like,
you give them a path to follow.
I am, yeah, I do. I usually give them an existing project. I say, I really like the structure of this. Only because we ran into the issues on the other projects and learned that that was the solution. So he goes, I have this thing where I think user capabilities weigh far more than an elegant UI. The original Napster was ugly as hell, but it had some useful features, so users loved it. Did the wallet design hold back Bitcoin? Okay, maybe. He says that. Dude, Greg is hilarious. All right, I like him. Don says, Don Bora. He says, oops, that was another email. I asked him if he wants to come on the podcast. He's like, sure, sounds like fun, right? He thinks titles are overused though, but that wasn't even about this conversation. So, in all fairness, I don't know how to say this guy's name.
Okay. Spell it.
Itzik. Itzik Spitzen. His last name looks pretty easy to say. Spitzen. Itzik. He says, "Hey Joel, thanks for reaching out. I wish the answer to your question was straightforward, but I actually think it's a question which should be evaluated on a case-by-case basis. This guy gets it 100%. It's Itzik. I'm really sorry, man. I'm like not great at this name thing. He's evaluated by case-by-case basis as there are too many variables and factors involved in answering it. This guy's smart. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
He's gathering more information before he issues an opinion. Let's see. And Jasik, from assembla.com said there are 4 types of CTOs. Oh man, he's referencing my one of my articles on my website. Oh my goodness. Generally, those CTOs make things happen via influence versus overt control. I fully agree with that. That's me currently. It's harder sell, but you have to sell people on a vision and steer them in that direction. I'm in charge of quality at a top level on our team, and UI UX ends up being something I make comments on, but I don't have direct influence on. That is great, right? These are some great responses.
They are.
All I did was look up some CTOs, email them, ask them some questions. These guys are, I like these people.
Yeah.
I like the people that responded.
They love to share their
They do.
opinions on things.
I know they're good though.
And nobody's asking.
No one was stupid.
Yeah.
Everyone had like very valid feedback. They brought value. I loved it.
Yeah.
What do we
There
do?
was one insult thrown in there, but
What? There was an insult?
yeah.
What?
Called the dude an idiot.
Oh, we started off strong, right? No, she didn't know. I guarantee you she'd blush if like we found out that I would blush if I was like, that dude's an idiot. And they're like, oh, it's Marty Cagan. And I'm like, oh, oops. Yeah, it's like, no, but it's super smart though. I loved all the feedback. What do we do now? We give this, we make this video and we send it out to them? We send it, we got to send it out to these people.
Sure.
Be like, I responded in a video
Yeah.
to everybody.
Exactly.
You're like around 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. You're right here.
Okay.
And,
Thank you all for responding. Oh, wait, no, there was the one guy with spam.
oh, yeah.
He was like, oh, this is the best spam ever. And then he goes and answers the question. He's like, I usually delete 99% of the spam. I'm like, dude, I didn't like spam you. I didn't mean to come off as spam,
Yeah.
but thank you for the compliment, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he went on to talk about something important. But yeah, this is good. Oh, thank you, everybody. His name was Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, but he did say oh, that's me. He did say, of course, the answer is it depends. So Jason Cohen says it depends, and as the company grows larger, the answer probably is no. So I think we have a consensus here.
Yeah.
We got like a 99% to the one.
Bigger companies know, smaller companies.
Yeah, bigger
obviously.
companies know they get more detached. Smaller companies, but even at the bigger company, still have to make sure that value is in the products because you have that label, you have that role, you have that responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Ultimately.
It falls on your
All right.
shoulders.
Should the CTO be involved with designing the products at a technology company? I think yes. Marty Cagan says no, and I think it really depends on the size of the company. But we're gonna hash it out tomorrow, live stream, and we're gonna see what everybody thinks. We want to know what you think. Should the CTO be involved in designing the products? So in the comments below, let us know what you think. We'll ask the questions. We'll talk about it with Marty on the show live tomorrow. Super pumped, super excited. Like, share, tag all your nerd UI UX friends. We're all nerds here. All right, love you guys. See ya.